Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Today I'm sharing with you probably one of my most excited pieces of book mail. I have just had delivered my first ever Fairyloot box. I am so excited to get into this. It's one of the Fairyloot subscription boxes. This one is the triple subscription box. I want to say fantasy, young adult, and adult, is it? I can't remember. Hopefully it'll tell us a bit more inside. Um, I think these are my first ever Fairyloot books. They're certainly my first ever direct from Fairyloot. I may have one or two from Vinted hauls, but buying direct, this is my first ever time having Fairyloot. I have seen lots of subscriptions and books from Fairyloot on lots of YouTube and TikTok, and I've always thought that they were really beautiful. And about a year ago, I think it was about a year ago now, I popped onto their website and went onto their wait list for this triple box. And if I'm honest, I had one, kind of forgotten I'd done it, and two, I wasn't sure if it had even worked because I didn't get an email from them when I joined the waitlist to say that it had gone through. And I just thought, oh, do you know what? If it hasn't gone through, it's fine. And I think it must have been about a year ago. It was certainly a long time ago. And then at the very end of March, I got a very exciting email to say that I'd finally got to the top of the waitlist and did I want to proceed with it? So I did. And I've been waiting for this to come in. It does tell you that these are shipped at the very end of the month. It has literally just arrived. So today is the 30th of April. Um, the payment goes out, I think it's the 2nd of April. So my next Fairyloot box is going to go out in just a couple of days. So I'm really hoping that I do like these and that they are well worth their money. This is the triple box, and I'm in the UK. So for the 3 books and postage and packaging, I think it was just under £63, which is a lot of money to spend on 3 books, and I wouldn't normally do it. But I've been so intrigued on the Fairyloot boxes that I want to see how it is. Maybe do a few months and just see if I like the books, if I pick those books up. If I don't, I'll probably come off the subscription because I don't want to keep spending that money if I'm not enjoying the books. But let's open it up. I've not opened it yet. This is first impressions. So we've got some lovely packaging there. We always like a bit of packaging. Looks like the cards are in the books themselves. They look quite dark. So fairly well packaged. So they are in the cardboard box. And then each one is individually wrapped in some bubble wrap. So let's have a look. I've been trying to stay away from any spoilers. So let's take out this first one. So we have this beautiful card that has this artwork on the back. This one is the Young Adult Fantasy Box for April 2026. The theme is Withered Wilds, and this is The Gravewood by Kelly Andrew. So let's take a look at this. Oh, yes. That is beautiful. So this is the front cover. We have this gorgeous red foiling on there. So this is The Gravewood by Kelly Andrew. Absolutely love this design. We have the sprayed edge. So that is the top. That is the side with the character on there. And then that is the bottom of there as well. It's very, very pretty. If I then open this up, so this is the inside. with the gorgeous character end papers. And then we have some more on the back as well. And these do have red foiling on there. So all of this beautiful red here is foiled to match the front. And then that is the front of the book. On the inside we have the beautiful foiling down the edge as well. And then that is the design on the back. And then on here, so this is the side of the cover that we had on the outside. So this is the back of that cover again, the gorgeous foiling in there. And then this one is the reversible. So we also have that cover on the inside as well. I've not heard of this book. I've not heard of this author. So let's just read the blurb. It says, "Love is the deadliest bargain. Sheer Parker has lived her entire life in the shadow of the Gravewood, a deadly forest that cuts her town off from the world. With resources dwindling, she's forced to ration her hearing aid batteries. When her stash runs out, she'll be left in silence. Her only hope is Oliver Lysander, the volatile leader of the vampires who rule the Gravewood. Their deal is simple. She gives him her blood, he brings her batteries. No lines crossed, nothing personal. Until Shay's best friend is lured into the Gravewood and her brother, Asher Thorley, returns from the front lines, willing to expose Shay's darkest secrets to get his sister back. Ever the opportunist, Lysander offers a new bargain. If Asher kills his vampire rival, he'll help find the missing girl. If Shay agrees to turn, he'll cure her ailing mother. But every deal pulls her closer to Lysander and to becoming a monster herself. That sounds really good. Definitely sounds up my street. Beautiful book. I like that one. That one's nice. Then this one is the second one. These are all very dark, but that's okay. So the card for this one is Deadly Affairs. And this book is the Romanticy box and is Death's Daughter by S.A. Barnes. That is beautiful too. Look at that gorgeous foiling on the front there. We have the foiling down the spine. And then this is the back of the book. Let's open her up. So we have these beautiful character end papers, again with the matching foiling. I'm hoping my camera can pick that up. And then we have this beautiful character end paper, again gorgeous foiling there as well. I take off the cover. We have that. Oh, this is like a really smooth matte style book. I like that. But that is the front. We've got the beautiful purple foiling on the side and then that on the back. The sprayed edges, so the top is this gorgeous floral design. We then have this on the side and the floral on the bottom as well. And then again, it's another reversible dust jacket. So that is on the front. That's what we saw when we opened it. And then this is the inside. Again, it's not a book that I've heard of. So let's take a look at this one. Death has been part of her from the very beginning. Jocasta has carved out a normal life at Beecher University. Let's put that on. At Beecher University. Well, as normal as it can be when your name is Jocasta and you are the only child of Death. Joe has a good job, great friends, and is trying to get over a secret fling with an unbelievably attractive and unbelievably unavailable grad student. But she's also lonely. No one close to her knows the truth about who or what she is, or that she must feed to survive, and she feeds on them, their disappointments, failures, and rejections. It's not a perfect system, but it works. Just. until a handsome stranger and descendant of Lust shows up on campus and announces that Death has formally named Jo as his successor. Now she's both a powerful ally and a massive threat, and everyone she loves is a target. But Beecher is the one place that has ever felt like home, and Jo will do anything to protect it, even if it means becoming the very thing she hates. New semester, fresh blood. Welcome to final year at Beecher University. Again, I like the sound of that. I think it's very beautiful. They're all quite dark covers, but I don't mind that. And then this is the last one, and I think I know what book this is. And I'm not disappointed for what book it is as such, but more because I already have a copy of this. And I don't like to have more than one copy of books, so I'm going to have to sell the other copy. It is. So this is the adult fantasy box, and this is Starside by Alex Astor. Because this is my first box, I didn't know that we would get like the very, very popular books like this in our Fairyloot subscription boxes. Maybe that is my own naivety, but I've literally only just had Starside delivered maybe a week ago. So I will probably have to put that back up on. I'll put that onto Vinted, because I don't want more than one copy of the same book. That's just my person. I just don't have room. I don't really have room for the books I have. Never mind having multiples of the same book. So I'll pop that one on. I will keep the Fairyloot edition because I think that that is absolutely beautiful. So this is the front. I haven't read Starside yet, which is another reason why I'm quite happy just to sell the duplicate, because there's no point keeping something that I don't even know if I'm going to enjoy. This one doesn't have it has a little bit of foiling actually. It has some silver foiling, but this also has like the glossy accents, which my camera is picking up. If we take a look inside, so I'll take this off. So the end papers are these beautiful character end papers. Again, beautiful foiling on here. This is the other side of the end papers as well. The outside of the book, so we have this with the gorgeous silver foiling. We have the spine and we have the book. And then in terms of the edges, we have that one. That one, that's beautiful. And then we have that one. And then when it comes to the dust jacket, so we have that. And then we have that one, which is, if not exactly the same, it's very similar to the original copy. I have not read this, but there was a lot of hype on this, so I picked it up. As I say, I picked it up. I got it from Amazon last week. So I wish I'd have known that it was going to be in here, and I wouldn't have bought the plain version. But this one says, hundreds of years ago, a brutal war split a land in two. Starside is the realm of magic and immortals, the descendants of the gods living in a power-rich paradise. Stormside is where mortals fight for scraps of that magic. Every 50 years, the gates between them open, and 50 challengers are allowed to journey across Starside on a deadly quest for magic that can heal, grant wealth, or extend life. Everyone has their reasons for entering, but Aris has only one: vengeance against the gods who killed her family. Winning one of the 50 spots on the quest won't be easy. An orphaned blacksmith's apprentice, Aris doesn't have the superior weapons of the heirs from the great houses. But the greatest swords, one that contain power, are not inherited or bought, they are claimed by both sides. And when Aris claims a great sword, it makes her not just a real competitor, but a target. Countless dangers await on Starside. With a blade most would kill to take, Aris can't trust anyone, especially not Harlan Raker, the merciless and mysterious knight who betrayed her years ago, and who may now be the key to her survival. but Aris is hiding a secret tied to her family's death, and when it's revealed, not even the gods will be able to stop what's coming. It sounds amazing. And yeah, beautiful, beautiful cover. Not disappointed it's in there. Just wish I'd have known that that was what was coming, so I wouldn't have bought that one. But I will pop that onto Vinted, and I'm sure somebody will buy it. Um, but yeah, absolutely beautiful. I'm really happy with that. Um, the books themselves sound really interesting, so I think they will definitely be books that I will read. I'm not sure how long it will take me to get to them, um, but I think they're beautiful. I just now need to find somewhere to put these. Maybe it's time I had a wiggle round on my shelves, um, because yeah, those are some beautiful additions. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope you've enjoyed looking at these subscription boxes. Let me know what your thoughts are on these. Have you had these subscription boxes? Are you happy? Do you like them? I think they're beautiful. Um, so yeah, let me know in those comments down below. Hi, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful rest of your week. And as always, happy reading.